My name's Wayne and welcome back to the channel. So I've been working on the interior of my car this past winter, so that's my big project. And today we're going to be dyeing my rear seats. Now if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I did order new seat covers from Legendary, but they won't be here probably till next winter at the earliest. So I really want to try to minimize how many different shades of red I got cooking in the interior of my car. So I have a pretty good process figured out that worked well on my armrests and my kick panels, and I'm going to do the same treatment to my rear seats. So first thing I want to do is get these out of the garage, out to the driveway, get them cleaned up with some wax and grease remover, and go from there. So today I'm also going to be wearing my Hotchkiss t-shirt. Well, I love their products. I have most of their suspension on my car. And you know, the E-Max Challenger was one of the big inspirations to my car. Now, if you haven't heard on social media, their truck trailer with the E-Max Challenger was stolen just recently. So I'll be wearing their t-shirt for the whole video. I figure all the help they can get will be greatly appreciated, and we can bring these guys to justice and hang them high. All right, so using my old waste management garbage cans with some cardboard on top to support them. And you know, they don't look too bad, but they definitely got some wear. They're so dry and they're brittle, they just crack real easily. But like I said, hopefully by this time next year, I'll have some new ones. But anyway, I just did a quick wipe down with like the simple green cleaner, and now I'll go over them with the wax and grease remover. So that'll be a final step before we do the plastic adhesion promoter. You can see some of the tears in them. They're just so brittle and old. Gosh. So today's Hot Rod Trivia question of the week is, so in 1970, what was the rarest color you could get on your Barracuda, Cuda, or Grand Coupe? Think you know the answer? Stick around to the end of the video and I'll let you know. Alright, so everything's cleaned and dry, and now we're ready for the plastic adhesion promoter. I've always used SEM. If you follow my other videos, you know the deal. We're going to do one light coat and let that sit for 5 minutes and then come in with a wet coat. All right, so we're gonna let that sit for 5 minutes and then come back with a wet coat. So it's been 15 minutes and now we're ready for our first coat of color. Now what I've found that works best to try to match my door panels is a couple coats of SEM Flame Red. Now they make dyes that are a closer match to the original color, like Herb's or the OER 550. Well, that color I've found is a little bit too orange to match my door panels. So what I found, a couple coats of Flame Red, follow that up with like the OER 550 red, and that is a pretty good match. Again though, I'm trying to match my Metro door panels, which is a little different. So I'm trying to limit how many shades of red I got going on. All right, so we've got 2 coats of bright red on the seats now, and I think I have a really good base. I had to do like a couple spots where I'd put on like 3 coats just to try to get it a little more coverage in a couple of the worst areas, but overall I think we're looking pretty good. So I'm gonna let this dry for now like 5 minutes, and then we'll come and do our top coats of our OER 550 red and see how that looks. All right, so now we're ready for our top coats, and here we are with the OER 550 red, which is a close match to the originals, but it's a little orangey. So we're gonna do this on top of our bright red and try to get that perfect match. So they're all done. I have 2 coats of the OER red on top of the Flame Red, and now we're gonna let these sit up and dry overnight, and tomorrow in the sun we'll bring them out and compare them to my kick panels and see how they look. Okay, after these drying up overnight, they are looking really good. I'm really happy with the color. I think it turned out pretty well considering the condition these were in, and it's gonna get me by until the new seat covers come in, you know, next winter. So I think they look really good. The best thing about it is now they're going to match, you know, the rest of the panels that I dyed, like the armrests, and they're close to the front door panels, and here's, you know, the kick panel that I dyed. So it's a close match. So trying to limit the different shades of red we have going on in the interior. So like I said, came out pretty good, so I like it. So the answer to the trivia question is, in 1970, the rarest color that you could get on your Barracuda, Cuda, or Grand Coupe was FM3 Moulin Rouge, or in Dodge, Panther Pink. So the colors are actually broken down by percentage. So 0.5% of the vehicles were in Moulin Rouge, and that equates to 255 total vehicles in that color. You know, I'm really happy with how the rear seats came out. I think they're going to be a close match to what I already have in the car. And like I said, they're going to get me by until the new covers come in. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And you know the deal, if you turn on the bell notification, you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.